So my Honda 600 steering wheel's upside down. It's because I took out the steering rack and rebuilt the steering rack and put it back in. It's upside down. I tried to put it in right side up, but didn't quite make it. So I'm going to show you how to take the horn button off, take the steering wheel off, and reposition it. There is no holes for a steering wheel puller, so I'm going to show you how to do that without breaking stuff. First you got to take out the three. You got to get in the car. There's 3 screws behind the horn button, and they're Phillips machine screws. So you got to get those out. So it's looks like a 4mm screw with a flat washer. And it's about 10mm long. Pretty sure it's a 4. So, and you can see my steering wheel's off. It's at the 1 o'clock position. I'm going to turn it around to get the screws out. And if you don't want to scare your friends, you should unplug the battery so you don't sound the horn by accident. So that's a pretty simple horn button. It's foam, and it's got a piece of metal cast in on the bottom, and it's held on with the 3 screws. And then you need a 17mm socket to loosen this here. Oh, it's already kind of loose. That's kind of cool. So you got to take the nut off and take out the split lock washer that's in there, because it's going to get in the way in a minute. Then you put the nut back on. You put the nut back on so that it's flush, flat across. And so you remember where the steering wheel is. You got to turn it around and then prop your knees under behind it, behind the strong part here. And then you got to strike the center. This is a copper hammer. So you pull up on the steering wheel with your knees and you strike it in the center without hitting the plastic. Till the steering wheel comes off, and you can see it's off right there. Now I got to turn it back around where it was. The 1 o'clock position. And then just pick the steering wheel up. See, it was right about there. Take the nut back off. And then pull the steering wheel straight off. And you can see in here, there's your turn signal switch and your horn button. And you can see it's on the spline. Now when you put this back on, you got to make sure that this piece here, this is the turn signal canceller. It's got to be in alignment with the back of the steering wheel. So these 2 tabs are horizontal. And you put the steering wheel back on. Yeah, we'll put it right. I think we'll put it right there. I'm going to put it right there. And you can do one of 2 things. You can put it back together and leave the nut loose, and then go drive it and see if you need to reposition this, or you can just put it back together. Put the split lock washer back on, and then put the nut back on, and tighten it down. And like I said, I'm gonna leave it apart. I'm gonna leave it loose, not totally loose. I don't want it to fall off when I'm driving. And tomorrow, I'll go for a test drive and see if the steering wheel's in the right place. That's it. Put the horn cap back on. Yeah, the 3 screws and you're done.